This is day 12, and you can see here, Tatay Tony this is how they cut the rebars. If it's only a few, saved from this cutting it for the vertical rebar for piling the blocks. So, you know, my form that I have made for bending, that's also the form that they use when they want to lay out a jig that they want when they want to cut just certain sizes of rebar. So while he's doing that, I know it's taking time. Fredo is back here. He had diarrhea yesterday, which gave us a scare because, you know, that's one of the symptoms. But like his son said, they have it checked up in the hospital near us here in North Gen, and so it was cleared. It's caused by that oily old food that he bought. So that's the jig that Tatay Tony is doing, just cutting it by the hacksaw. So this morning I have counted the rebars I'm gonna use for the flooring, which is the 8 mm. So I've calculated it that the size of the 6 meters by 9 meters on the flooring, I'm gonna need 90 of this 8 mm, 90 pieces for the whole flooring here at 20 by 20 interval, or 200 millimeter interval, which is like, you see the distance of this approximately. This is the square of my flooring mesh, because you know that we are building on solid ground, and because the rebars are thinner, but I want to have it closer, 20 by 20, then it will work. You don't forget, this is a budget build. We're gonna build it in budget but strong, so it'll be faster today. You got Fredo and Tatay Tony on the blocks, on the block work. So this is what you see as of the morning. When they start 7, and this is now their stage at. They have filed 2 lines now and mixed 2 muck. Now the old man's ready. So day 12, this is our last day for the week, because this is Saturday, March 28th. So this is what we are as of 4 o'clock today. So you can see it's now been squared up. You can see window there, another window here, but this is the room, and this is their little lounge, the main door. There's a window there and another window there, and then that corner will be a small toilet and the back door. And there's the end rooms will have windows, 2 windows. And this is what we are for day 12. So the total for yesterday, day 11, was 53,866. 53,866. So I will be giving you today as well what was been done. So you can see in the middle, Tatay Tony has built the trenches all across by himself. 1 foot footing on the trench, and filed 3 layers there, because that's deeper on the right end towards the back door. And then the middle got 2 lines, and this middle one, and here where I am, got 2 lines as well of blocks. So I am now in the middle of the build. This is the trench, and the divider for the rooms will either be gypsum board, or we might just file it on top of the flooring, which will be faster or be viable for, you know, this is a budget bungalow. So I'll be giving you the total for the day at the end of the video as usual, and how many materials been used. So day 11, like I said, 53,866. So since a lot has been done, I had Predo back working, so the house is shaping more squarely. So we might be having the floor laid out next week, because it won't be long now that the height of the file will be reached. So I was already preparing the bars that I need to file for next week if we do have the flooring like I have suggested. So people are still monitoring the radio. You can hear it on the background. So here, it's quite a fair sized bungalow, to be honest. Sitting inside, standing. I was just getting up, so I'm standing now. Look, this is like the lounge, and there's 3 bedrooms here, like the old couple requested because of their 3 children, I suppose. It's quite a fair size house, considering that is the house that I'm replacing. Look how dilapidated it is, can't even be used. That's why I said that we should start getting the plywood, what we can do out of it. We will be destroying the whole lot anyway, so it might as well be useful to what we need, like the plywood for forms. So we still have another 40 minutes to go. I'm here in the middle of the house, the budget bungalow, and I'm standing on the top of the scaffold, so you can see from above here what's the view from there. So this is what we done today. The trench, the 1-foot trench was poured in the middle, connected to the column on both sides, end to end. So there's 2 columns in the middle, and the end column, it was connected as well, the trench. And towards here, there's the middle one, and towards here on the other end. So this is the view from here. So to give you a different look, so that's the back door and the toilet area, and this is the kitchen area come living room, but this is just a dining area because I know they will be doing their dirty kitchen. I told them to go farther there. That's why there's a back door, so they can't keep burning inside the house, because what's the point in building this and they just put it on fire. And also this is like the front door and window here. So this is what that stage we are right now. There. So where the trench is in the middle we will be placing the doors allowances for each of the 3 rooms. And if we have to pour the flooring, we will just leave the area where the intended bathroom will be, because we want the bathroom to be 1 step down from the flooring. because knowing them, it will be all flooded everywhere. Because you know, when they're not used to the modern bathrooms, just the hole on the ground, so they might not be able to keep it together, because that's what they said, that bathroom will only be for visitors because they still have. But this is what the view here so far, up above the scaffold where I am. There's Tatay Tony trying to straighten up the columns, so we might just pour it next Monday. When they reach the top of the blocks, they reckon they might do that in one day. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, we might pour the column here on this corner where we first file the blocks. So this is here. There's 3 columns on this side that we might just pour on Monday when the block work will reach the top. We'll be using some of the wood from the old house that you can see here. Whatever we can use, because we will be destroying it anyway, it's all rotten up. Whatever we can use for the forms. And then eventually the target for next week is we will be able to do the flooring. If we cannot pour it, we at least get ready for the 3rd week. So 10 minutes to 5 o'clock, they're just using the remaining muck to fill up the bottoms of the columns here in the middle, because like Tatay Tony said, it's gonna be covered up with the flooring, so might as well use it there than check it anywhere, because we will be pouring it and it will be covered by the flooring itself. So far hollow blocks has been 115, 7 bags of cement. Then I'll be counting the rebars on the back, how much is left. So this is now the start here in Cebu City as of 12 o'clock this afternoon. The enhanced community quarantine or extension of the lockdown. And so there was like a bus going around here in the mountain area telling people to stay at home, don't go to the barangay to get their aids. It will be delivered house to house. So like there's still mucks left, but they're pouring it on the column base, just a little level to have a fill, the one that's gonna be eaten under the flooring. Last na dongloy. So that's the last bucket of muck. But I like here, it's like nothing is wasted on your materials. It's all used up, like what they're doing there. Fill up just the base on a column. Let me go closer so you'll have a look. Just the base of the column.
Lunes pagkines guhin tinol. Ay lunes lagi. Lunes unya ang opon. Lunes guhin kay ang iyang mga trabaho tao dito.
So what they're talking about, the Governor Gwen Garcia extended the lockdown hours until Monday. Not today. I don't know how true, but that's what I mean about making sure that your materials is nothing wasted. They put it on the base of the column, which will be taken up when we do the flooring. Old man Tony is told me to buy like 5 pieces of plywood so we can pour the front of the columns, and a column at a time. He means like as we go along, so we can be targeting for flooring next week. Yes, this is what I mean. That because there's a couple of bucket of muck left, yeah, he's just using it to fill up the base of the column. Anyway, it's already been poured. The trench underneath that got 1 foot trench. It's just he don't want any materials wasted, so he's using it to fill up the column base. Anyway, where the line is that you can see there, where the file of the blocks, that's the column, the flooring level. So yeah, there's a line that you can see. That's the flooring level. What he's doing is just filling up the column to just use the mop. So we are done for today. This is 115 blocks used, 7 cement in total, and 6 rebars. So this is how it looks like now. Overall. So it's now squaring up. It's looking more like a house every day. So hoping that we can do what we plan next week for the flooring before the end of the week. And I think we can do it. So I'd like to inform that I'm so pleased of how the work has been progressing, despite like it's only Fredo for the last few days, and then it's only Tatay Tony, but it's how the speed they're going. I was impressed. So the old man Tony, I have increased his wages another 100 pesos for the day. So I will be adjusting my figures for the figures because I have increase it back to the start of this week. So I will be adjusting my figures for today to cover up the increase that I have provided for him. So that's what I just want to inform you, because I can't believe at 65 he is so fast. And like I said, when I said can we do the flooring so we get out all the scaffolds, he now have plans to make it happen. That's how we will be pouring some of these columns here gradually, and before the end of the week, that's why he targets that we can do the flooring.